You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming, and something on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Roads Yet Traveled, Merrick's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm saying you were up, and let's go! He rolls his eyes and starts taking food for himself, shoving something into his maw before continuing. Sorry. But really? He good? You don't seem too worried. You didn't send any worrying messages, at least. Everything was pretty good on my end. It's hard to say. I don't see any blockages or hemorrhaging in his venous system. His bones look alright. Perhaps just a hairline fracture or two, but really, everything seemed fine. And? Well, I don't really know what Tyr wanted. We've done quite a bit and found nothing. Not that I'm saying that there is something wrong, but after what you've described and what happened, I'm just not sure what to do. We still have to do that last scan after lunch, but I'm not holding out hope we'll find anything. Alright, and? You both turn to Paytr, who's halfway through chewing a dumpling of some kind. And? Yeah, and? Usually doctors are happy when their patients' tests come back negative. Were his vitals good? Well, from what we understand, yes, but... And his lungs? All sounded good? From what I heard, yes, but I really must state that... And his blood work, done by your fantastic assistant? It was fine. He's fine. Marilyn, I know you're worried, but please, don't let it consume you. I've seen what this kind of work does to you, and I'd really prefer if you didn't sequester yourself away for another 2 weeks. I'd really like to have my boss back. Peter, even if that were all true... Which it is. There could still be a million things wrong with him. How are you so calm about this? Hey, Rias, hear me for a moment, alright? You just translate, don't interfere. What do you... No. Just listen. Alright, Rias, tell me, what are your symptoms again? Memory loss, hallucinations, dizziness, and headaches? I look to Merwin, who looks surprisingly annoyed, as though this kind of thing has played out before. Still, he translates for me. Oh, wow, so let me get this right. The alien that has been displaced from his kind is suffering symptoms of anxiety and some severe traumatic stress disorders. He needs therapy, not a bone marrow biopsy. Peter, that's not just it. Please don't... Don't what? Make your life easier? Merwin, I know how you are when Sinnoh tells you to do things, alright? We've worked together long enough that I can understand that. You're grasping at tails here. What are you trying to find? Did he even tell you? You can't seriously expect to just keep running tests on the poor kid until you find something that you can fix. Void, he shouldn't even be here. He should be resting or enjoying some resort somewhere. Still can't believe Suknus decided to put him to work of all things. He was bored in his room. We're just glad he's getting out. Fine, whatever. I'm still not gonna waste my time on any bullshit he sends your way, alright? Not gonna stop working on the kid, obviously, but don't waste my time being like this, okay? Well? Well? Verison, please, show some professionalism. Oh my, fangs come out. If only you could speak to your father like that. Ugh. Merwin gets up and walks to the back of the lab, going over something on one of the monitors. I arch my back, turning around to watch him go, but before I make a decision, Peter speaks up. Don't worry about him. He'll be fine in a few minutes. A mark at most. Sorry you had to see that, I guess. I'm not the biggest fan of the interesting relationship my boss has with his boss. I've scrambled about taking care of a lot of working for Suknos, but never as much as working under Marrow. I'm sure you've seen it, like a grain of sand. Just like that, he's gone. Up to Void knows where, doing something for his father. Maybe I just need a vacation. He stares off, casually finishing his plate and tapping his claws against the desk. Seeing Merwin moping in the corner, though, I almost feel obliged to help, as I'm sure he'd do the same for me. I can practically hear Peter roll his eyes as I get up and head over. The worst part, though, is I'm not so sure he's wrong. It really could be crazy stress symptoms. It might not explain the weird shit that happened to my phone or how I got grabbed by that monster, but I don't know. I don't think a doctor would be able to explain these things away either.
I think I'm gonna need a priest at this point, and a damn good one. Huh. Walking up to Marrow, I call out, gently tugging on his jacket. Hey, you alright?
I am, thank you.
Are you sure?
I am, truly. It's just... I don't know what I can do for you, and that worries me.
Oh, you're not upset?
Oh, no. I'm not blind to how things are. I know how my relationship with Tyr looks from the outside. It's always been hard to explain. Paytr just has his own way of putting things, and sometimes, well, even when he is right, he can be a bit pushy about it.
Does he resent you?
Me? Oh, void, no. At least I don't think so. Paytr, do you hate me?
Yes!
I'm pretty sure he's joking. But about my father? Well, I believe it's quite clear.
What do you want to do then?
I don't know. If you can stand to sit around for a bit longer today, I see no harm in performing some more of the tests you requested. It's been a long time since I haven't known what to do about something like this, and that worries me. I expected as much when we first met, but still. What do you want to do? It's your life, and I know you're worried about this too.
I am really, but Peter might be right. I don't know if this is the right direction for all this. For now, I'd be happy to finish the test you prepared today. I'm sure it'll help put your mind at ease too, at least a bit.
You know, water time.
Alright guys and gals, and we are back. Let's go ahead and jump back into it, shall we? Okay.
We just might. Thank you, Rias. We should really get back to our break now. I feel better if you ate something as well.
Y'all, if y'all hear a meowing in the background, we have a new kitty in the house. He, I parked the car yesterday and opened the door. I heard a cat yelling out, and he came running over to me out from the dark and jumped into my lap. And, well, the rest is history. Cat distribution, I believe that is called. We've named him Rigby. We don't know if he's going to be staying. I really hope he does. My fiance has a final say in that. But she seems taken with him as well, so it's looking very positive. He's a needy little boy right now, so he's going to be a little bit loud here and there as he gets used to his new home. So if y'all hear the kitty in the background now, y'all know why. Alright.
We should really get back to our break now. I'd feel better if you ate something as well. Just, try to ignore him.
Huh? I ask, but he doesn't respond. He ushers us back to the table, and I immediately see what he means. His lovely assistant has the most indignant smirk on his face. Merwin doesn't even face forwards, forcing me to bear the full brunt of it. You'd think working for Suckness would be so hard, but it's even harder being right all the time.
I truly don't know how you do it.
I work out, read up on all the trending practices, eat a balanced diet.
I wouldn't call it balance, Varison. All I've ever heard you talking about is eating meat.
Fair is fair, Senno. Maybe I just need to try something a little heavier.
Ugh.
What kind of meat does he eat? I whisper to Merwin as Peter cools down.
Men.
Oh. Huh?
I'm sorry, perhaps I should have made that remark. It's not an appropriate conversation for this time.
Huh? I thought he was of age for his species. What's got you all in a fuss?
Well, sure, but we still haven't spoken much on species dimorphism or sexual preferences compared to reproductive organs, and...
He cuts himself off as he notices Peter staring. I like men.
I know that.
By the void, I wasn't telling you that, I was telling him.
Oh, right.
Especially big ones, he says in a sultry voice, punctuated by biting his lower lip. Stop it, Merwin replies in a flat tone. Can't say I really thought about the preferences of the crew. I mean, even if a flood of memories comes washing over me from last night, I have to cover my face to stifle a blush. He might have some pretty bad separation anxiety, poor boy.
Oh, see what you've done.
Me? No, he's fine. Sorry, nothing. I'm glad for him, really.
Well, yes, my dear assistant here has a certain proclivity for other Karain of the same gender. Is that something that happens in your species? I should mention that this isn't specifically for the purpose of reproduction, although,
Just because it hasn't worked yet doesn't mean I won't keep trying. Too far?
What I'm trying to say is that there are certain individuals of our species who have a preference for a mate that goes beyond that of creating offspring. Does that occur with your species as well?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I should say anything more, at least right now. I mean, surely there's no harm in it, right? But I'll give it time.
Oh, so then I don't have to explain further. That's great.
I can. Sorry, that was too far. Got it.
Anyways, now that that tangent's out of the way, Peter, don't you have something to report?
Back to business, I see. Alright. Yeah, I do. I finished your blood work, Rias, and it's pretty good. It might take a few days for the allergy cultures to come back, but everything else looks fine, at least as far as we can understand. You haven't caught anything new. I don't see any issues with blood cell count or anything like that. These are, of course, all coming from measuring your previous samples, so they'll never be perfect numbers, but you get the idea. I will say, though, your diet needs improvement. Now, once these tests are finished, your iron levels are low. We really need to get you some meat. Get some meat in you. Not for mine, but... well, actually...
Peter? Stop it.
But beyond that, everything seems okay. Although, with your permission, Merowyn, I'd like to start taking things a step further. You know I don't like touching my titles for nothing, Senno. I'm talking about vaccines. And if not that, then at least dietary supplements, as I mentioned before.
I know you've brought it up before, but are you sure? One mistake and, well...
I understand the risks, I do, but we're one carrier away from a catastrophe for Rias. We've never had any major breakouts here, but if it does happen, I don't want to leave it up to chance. It'll only be worse if he gets sick and we can't do anything.
I know. I'll approve a testing phase for now, but please, take your time with it.
I know, I will. I've had some promising results using his previous samples, but it will take a while. It's never going to be completely safe. I'm sorry, Rias. There's just no way to test something like this on just one person, but I really do think that's the only way. I know.
Thank you, Peter. I appreciate you looking into that. Well, you can go for the day if you'd like. I think we're just gonna do one more scan before we finish up here.
What's left? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon, YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!